वेलकम टू तुम्हारी मेरी बातें। और आज हम बातें करेंगे तनु के साथ। वेलकम टू आवर शो तनु।
Thank you so much, Manisha, for having me here.
Great. So before I start introducing the topic to our viewers, I would like to introduce Tanu to you guys. So Tanu is a nutritionist and a dietitian. She has done her post-graduation in pharma, and she has also done a course on health and nutrition from Symbiosis Pune. She is a naturopathy and a functional food consultant. She has done this course from the Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, New Delhi. Welcome to our show, Tanu, again.
Thank you, Manisha.
And now I'm sure our viewers are excited to know why is a nutritionist there in our studio today. So let me tell you, our fellow viewers, she's here to discuss about gut health. Well, there has been enough discussions on gut health on the social media. Today, we are only going to be busting the myths related to the gut health.
Absolutely.
We have had enough of discussion on gut health on social media. बट एक सवाल जो हमारे व्यूअर्स सबसे पहले जानना चाहेंगे वो है कि गट हेल्थ होती क्या है?
Everything that we do is for, the work, the finances, everything is for the food that we are going to eat, right? So food and the digestion of the food and the metabolism of food. So these two main aspects of how we are going to work, how we are going to live, that depends on the digestion and metabolism of the food. And these two major aspects is what governs the gut health. And vice versa, the gut health governs the digestion and metabolism of the food that we are intaking. So gut health is something that is the major factor of our overall well-being.
So, अगर मैं एक बहुत सिंपल शब्दों में बोलूं, the gut health is the health of our body.
Absolutely right.
Right? So, जब हम गट हेल्थ की बात करते हैं तो बहुत सारी रिसर्च हो चुकी है ऑन हाउ टू मेंटेन अ हेल्दी गट. बहुत सारे सप्लीमेंट्स अवेलेबल है मार्केट में टू एनहांस आवर गट हेल्थ. और सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट फैक्टर जो गट हेल्थ में आता है दैट इज आवर प्रोबायोटिक्स. राइट? सो लेट्स बस्ट द फर्स्ट मिथ, which is if I invest heavily on a good probiotic, I am going to have a healthy gut.
Okay.
How much of it is true?
This is a very debatable topic, gut health, because so much has been said about it on social media and of various type of knowledge is there up in the open. Investing again in probiotics is a very good thing. I absolutely have no issues with it. But when the mother nature itself is giving us natural probiotics, right? So why do we have to spend money on something that we are getting absolutely for free, right? Mother nature has been such a great blessing to everyone, especially the people, those who are, working, those who are having time constraints. So natural things coming at a free cost and serving as the best probiotic and prebiotics, best thing ever.
And what are those things would you like to tell us?
See, when we talk about natural probiotics, natural items that help us with our gut health, everything that is fermented, right? Curd, आप घर में दही जमाओ, best thing ever, and nothing to do with seasonal effect of curd. Winters, summers, monsoon, any season, curd has to be your go-to item in your diet. Second, flax seeds, chia seeds. Third, the most important of all, when we talk about winters, we talk about something known as lungi. Like when we talk about keri ka pani in summers, we talk about fermented items which are made at home like an idli batter or a dosa batter. All these items which are easily made at home, very less time consuming, very less effort, and great results on your gut health.
second myth which most of us stick to is that जितना हम फाइबर खाएंगे उतनी हमारी गट हेल्दी होगी. So मतलब अगर हम सारे मील स्किप कर दें और अपना फाइबर पे छिड़ जाएं, so you know we are going to be carrying very healthy and happy gut. How much of it is true, Tanu?
I could take a laugh on this. Why? Because, you know, we forget that there are certain proverbs in English and in Hindi that are very effective in today's nutritional trends. You know, excess of everything is bad.
Right.
Right. When we talk about excess, we are not just talking about excess processed foods or unprocessed food. We are talking about excess fibers as well. You know, when we are talking about excess fibers, Manisha, already the summer, the weather and the winter weather, it takes a toll on the human body because not everybody has the same immune function.
Right.
When the winters and the summers as a weather takes a toll on you, the first thing that gets affected is your gut health, right? And when we are talking about effect on the gut health, we are talking about some kind of a dysfunction that will indirectly affect our moods, our
very true,
our process of working, our energy levels, right? Cut to when we are talking about intaking something that is going to help our gut health, right? It has to be natural. It has to be coming from a very normal based substances which does not actually affect the gut in a negative manner. When we are taking some medicine also, there is a proper dosage of it.
Yes.
Right? So why not with the food that we are intaking?
Yes.
Right? So the amount of fiber that your body is intaking is directly proportional to the amount that the fiber your body needs, and that the body gives signs and symptoms about it.
Right. I came across this word called bloating. This word bloating is floating everywhere in the
so true
in the social media,
yes.
in our environment. Now,
yes.
What is bloating? I really want to know. I've seen women every day cribbing about
being bloated.
Yes, I woke up with a bloated tummy.
Yes,
now,
yes.
What does this bloating mean?
Absolutely. You know, I just loved when you said the bloating is floating. Absolutely, it is floating, and you know, it is making the body also float.
Yes, yes.
And just to make it clear, this is not a permanent thing. Bloating is never permanent. It is an on and off episode. It is a temporary way of your body.
No,
and
but what exactly is it? Bloating means heaviness of your stomach, which
yes.
makes you feel bloated.
Yes.
The stiffness which you feel in your stomach at times.
Stiffness. Why? Because the gas in your body, when we are taking food and the food is not digested properly,
right?
It is half digested. You're chewing very fast. You are in a hurry. The food is not properly metabolized. It is not properly digested. So the gas starts circulating in the body. And then that the gas gets, entrapped. It has no way to go. And the only way the gas is going to go out is you having a proper balanced meal. So bloated one, it is not a temporary mechanism. It is not a temporary episode. It is temporary in a fact that how well you adjust to it and how well you get rid to it. It is not permanent. It is not temporary, because temporary also it will go and come, depending on how well you are able to manage your meals. When I'm talking about managing meals and managing bloating, they go simultaneously. Why? Because a proper balanced meal throughout your day, giving your body the right meal at the right time, will help you overcome bloating. Even the temporary bloated phase will go and come as quickly as ever.
Okay. So you say that whenever a person feels bloated, and a very important thing to address too while you are feeling bloated is the gastro issues.
Yes, absolutely.
Right? And the best way to address the gastro issue is to make sure that you're eating healthy meal at the right time, in the right quantity.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So that will help in dealing with this issue of bloating.
Yes.
So this comes to another important myth which I have failed to address to a lot of people is when we say eating the right food at right time, right? You must have heard about this concept of intermittent fasting.
Absolutely.
Which is a fad.
Yes.
It's in vogue these days,
Yes.
right? Everybody I meet, who's on a diet plan says that I'm on an intermittent
Yes.
fasting. Well, I've never tried it myself, but I want to know from you how effective is intermittent fasting and how good it is for your gut.
Manisha, a very, very, very good topic to, pop in between and you adding to it is intermittent fasting is a very good thing, no doubt,
Okay.
Anything that helps you improve your overall mechanism of the body, starting from absorption of the food. So there is something here I'll like to add science to it. Absorption, ADME. We are talking about what happens to the food when it comes inside our body.
Right,
So the food is firstly absorbed,
right.
then it is digested, then
yes.
metabolized, and then it is eliminated from the body. What we don't need is eliminated out of the body. So when we are talking about intermittent fasting, it happens in certain aspects, it's in a ratio. The best ratio is 12:12.
Mm-hmm.
Irrespective of your ailment, irrespective of your issues, even in the old age, when we go back a little 5,000 years back, this was the case. People used to do intermittent fasting at a normal pace. It was their dincharya, early dinners, early breakfast. So by default, वो 12 घंटे की intermittent fasting हो ही रही थी, 8 a.m. to 8 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Back when we go in the centuries old tradition, I can say all the humans used to have early breakfast, right? जल्दी उठ के, जल्दी खा के, जल्दी सब कुछ जल्दी होता था, तो डिनर भी ऑब्वियसली जल्दी हो जाता था. एंड जो अब हम बोल रहे हैं कि 2 घंटे पहले, डिनर से 2 घंटे पहले कुछ मत खाओ, that was a basic routine of people back then.
And that's why people back then were healthier.
And they lived longer.
Yes.
They lived
agree.
longer. No
Yes.
sudden heart attacks.
Yes.
No outburst of lifestyle disorders.
Right.
So 12:12 intermittent fasting works very good on your ADME process. And when the ADME process is bang on, it is right on schedule, everything falls in place for the body to work, to function. The energy levels, your skin will start glowing.
Right.
Your hair health will improve. You won't look your age, right? People will keep guessing what age you are.
Right.
Your weight will be something that is manageable. Your energy levels, your cravings, everything falls into proper aspects when the ADME process of your body is working smooth. And by default, intermittent fasting really helps. But then again, 16 and other ratios, we prefer not to do them because not everybody needs those.
Right.
So, it has to be customized.
Right.
Even intermittent fasting has to be customized. 12:12 is a good for everybody. Just a simple example, I might be a size 32. I might be a size 36. I might be a size 42.
Yes.
Not everybody in the room is size 32. Not everybody in the room is size 42.
Yes.
Right? So when we don't wear the same sizes, we don't look the same.
Absolutely.
We are not of the same height.
Right.
How on the earth can we say that
I
one
agree.
particular dietary aspect or dietary regime is gonna work for a person X and is gonna work for a person Y,
Right.
and is gonna work for me as well? So your body has to adjust to what you're eating.
Yes.
And you have to adjust according to your body. Your eating patterns have to adjust to your body.
So another myth that I'm going to bounce upon to you is that जो हमारे detox drinks होते हैं, right? They are the best to cleanse our gut.
No. No. Why? Because, again, Mother Nature, God Almighty, the one who created us, the one who designed our anatomy, our physiology, was intelligent enough to give us liver and kidney.
Yes.
So liver and kidney are two organ systems which are actually working non-stop for the detox mechanism.
Yes.
Why do we feel the urge to get onto a detox diet? And it is not actually a detox diet. It is a detox regime.
Yes.
Which is naturally helping our body to get rid of toxins, which is again a myth. Why? Because no drink can actually flush out toxins.
Yes.
That part of flushing out toxins happens by your liver and by your kidney. So cut to when I say removing toxins, removing things that you eat on a long weekend, binge eating. So it has a lot to do with how your liver and your kidneys are functioning. So you have to make sure that the meals that you're eating are adding on to your liver health and your kidney health.
Yes.
A small example, a very live example. Whenever you go to your family physician or somebody in the healthcare, apart from CBC, the two main tests that a person is supposed to get are LFT and KFT.
Yes.
Yes,
yes.
So that is a clear indication.
Yes,
Thoda sa agar hum apna, we energize ourselves into understanding, the common things, aspects of our life.
Yes.
The KFT and the LFT, why these two tests are so important is because we understand कि हमारी body कैसे respond कर रही है, कितना toxin buildup है, कितना वो चीजें हमारी body में which is actually not required.
Needed. Yes.
है ना?
Yes.
So over a weekend you binge eating and then understanding that on a Monday I'll drink something and all my toxins are going away. This is the biggest toxin that you're building up.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So eat something that is going to add on to your liver health. Eat something that is going to add on to your kidney health. When I'm talking about what is that something? Something that balances your electrolyte. Right? थोड़ा सा इसमें फिर science जोड़ते हैं हम. God forbid if somebody is getting admitted. Right? What is the first thing that happens when you're admitted? There is an electrolyte dip that is entered to your IV system,
Yes,
You're on a electrolyte is injected, right? आपको वो drip चढ़ेगी. So that is how you understand your body's momentum, your body's balance. So electrolyte balance हो गए, kidney function improve हो गया, electrolyte balance हो गए, liver अपने अच्छा काम करने लग गया, natural detox हो रहा है, you don't need an additional Monday detox, और उससे होने वाला कुछ नहीं है.
My final question to you is that would you suggest us few things that we can do in our day-to-day life to make sure that our health, overall health, is towards the happier side of life? Not just about our gut health, but also generally. Few things that you think that, last tips that you would like to give to our viewers so that when they wake up tomorrow morning, they have a better start.
Yes. So, okay, starting from the start itself, like I said earlier, the first thing should never be caffeine. It can be the second thing, it can be the third thing, but not the first thing, right? So start your day with a glass of lukewarm water. If you're not adding anything to it, it's okay. It can be a plain glass, right? Adding something to it depends on your body's need, right? Second major thing is give your body the right momentum. When I'm talking about momentum, I'm talking about the meal timings. No matter how hurried your day is, no matter how busy your day is, no matter how many calls you have, give your body that 20 minutes to sit peacefully and have your meal.
Yes, very true.
Right? Give your body that 4 hours of gap between two major meals. Right? Your stomach needs to empty it out before your next major meal.
Yes.
Right? Only then the enzymes in your stomach are going to work in a proper mechanisms. Right? Next thing that I would really add on is one fermented item per day. It can be anything. It can be curd, it can be buttermilk, it can be a fermented dish, it can be a kombucha, if you're sitting out and you're in a cafe. One fermented drink, one fermented food item per day.
Which will act as a probiotic.
Yeah. Then one fruit per day. The best food, ऐसे ही नहीं proverbs बने हुए, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. So one apple, if not anything available nearby in your kitchen, in your refrigerator, one apple a day works good. Midday snacks अच्छा हो जाता है. Prepares your stomach for the food that you're going to take in the lunch hours.
Yes.
Stop intaking food items that are going to make you sluggish. The moment you eat your meals, you will understand कि अब मेरा ज़्यादा हो गया, ये particular food item ने मुझे heavy कर दिया. Instead of food giving you energy, the food is taking energy from you.
Yes,
you know?
Yes, and you need to identify those.
Yes,
I agree.
है ना?
Yes.
Third and the foremost is 12 glasses of water.
Every day. Yes.
Every day. It can be plain water. It can be flavored water. It can be water of coming from various sources. You know, when we say alkaline water, we say mineralized water. Water is water.
Mm.
Your body needs hydration, you're taking water. So 12 glasses of water is mandatory. Don't start your day with caffeine. Add a apple, if not anything. Add a fermented item. Make sure that your meals are at a proper timings. The frequency is maintained. The timing is maintained. Your body is going to respond with the biological clock, and get yourself moving.
Yes.
Don't go for a excessive 1.5 hours of workout regime.
Yes.
Do a smaller version. Go for a 20 minutes walk.
Mm-hmm.
That is your
go-to thing. Any form of a workout every day is important. Yes. Adding the right kind of meals to your daily routine is important. And also making sure that you eat consciously, which is very, very true. Thank you so much, Tanu, for in fact emphasizing on this, because most of the time I've seen people are on their phone when they are eating food, and they don't even realize that whatever you're eating, you don't even know what kind of a nutrient is going in your body. Yeah. So when you don't know what is going inside your body, how will your body know what is going inside it? Right?
Absolutely.
So it is so true that we should do these things consciously, and as we've rightly said, that we need to love and respect ourselves and our body more than anything else, and then everything will fall in place. So thank you so much, Tanu, for your time, and I'm sure our viewers must have gained a lot from these bus of myths that we have done on the gut health today. Thank you so much for being a part of Tumhari Meri Baatein. See you soon.